television. Sorry about that. There was a lot of noise going on in the background. I wanted this video to be clean, man. Um, so Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk 2. Now the fight is scheduled for August 20th, I believe, in Saudi Arabia. Now, can Anthony Joshua beat Alexander Usyk? I'll tell you this. There's not many people that believe Anthony Joshua can actually beat Alexander Usyk. I look at this fight quite similarly to the fight. There they go with that noise again. Ambulance. I look at that fight the same way I look at George Kambosos and Devin Haney. Now, it's not as lopsided. Now, Anthony Joshua does kind of sort of have a chance. But the thing about Anthony Joshua, hold on, y'all. Daggone ambulance killing me. Yeah, we might as well keep going because it just stopped. But Anthony Joshua have to impose his will. Anthony Joshua is 6'5", I believe, 6'6", 250, 60 pounds, of pure muscle. Everybody talk about how strong he is. Everybody talks about, how he looks physically, which is kind of suspect to me. But focusing on the fight, Alexander Usyk was a cruiserweight. Alexander Usyk is one of the undisputed champions, out of the 8 currently. And Alexander Usyk has that quickness. He's smaller than Anthony Joshua. I ain't gonna say a lot smaller, but he's smaller than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua needs to, and I want to say this too, right? I know I'm all over the place right now, but I'm trying to figure out how Anthony Joshua can get this thing done. I was trying to figure that out before I did this video. And like I said, Anthony Joshua must make this a dirty fight. He must impose his will. He must fight up to his size, pretty much. If I'm Anthony Joshua's coach, I'm telling him to do quite similarly to, the things that he did with Andy Ruiz in the second fight. Now, granted, Andy Ruiz was, I think, 100 pounds overweight. He was not in shape at all, and he let him having those titles and the life that came with having those titles get to him, and it didn't work out in his favor. But Alexander Usyk is different, man. He's different. But the thing with Joshua is going to have to kind of fight how Tyson Fury did against Wilder. He's going to have to do a lot of holding. He's going to have to use his IQ. He's going to have to make it an ugly fight. He's going to have to throw his weight around. He's going to have to try to manhandle Alexander Usyk, because he can't outbox Alexander Usyk. He cannot outbox Alexander Usyk. And he doesn't have the height like Tyson Fury and the reach and the mobility that Tyson Fury has to be his size. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be real. It's going to be an uphill battle for Joshua, man. But I appreciate Joshua for stepping up, man. I appreciate him for stepping up. I know he kind of didn't really have no choice. But, yeah, I look at this fight the same way I look at Devin Haney and George Kambosos. It ain't really much Joshua can do outside of making this a dirty, gritty fight. But the good sign is that they is in Saudi Arabia. Joshua appears to struggle. He only fought one time in the States, and that was the first fight against Andy Ruiz. And I thought that was a bad mistake for Joshua to come back, and where he's comfortable at, or go to where he's comfortable at, as opposed to, running back again in the States. I felt like he should have ran it back again in the States and again and again and again. See, the noise, so that he could get used, he can get his feet wet and get used to the States. But instead, he went back to where he was more comfortable, you know. Um, yeah, but this is the last hurrah for Anthony Joshua. You feel me? Quite similarly to George Kambosos. This is the last hurrah. If he lose again to Alexander Usyk in similar fashion, then I don't know. I don't know what to say for Anthony Joshua because, and I kind of want Alexander Usyk to win. Again, I want him to win because when Anthony Joshua has the belts, you know, he's cherry picking. He's cherry picking. You know, he's trying to figure out ways to put him in more favorable positions. You know, I'm tired of that. I told y'all, I'm tired of that Anthony Joshua shit. I'm tired of that Teofimo shit. I'm tired of that Ryan Garcia shit. I'm tired of that George Kambosos shit. I'm tired of y'all know which type of shit I'm talking about. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that. You know, I got mental health problems. I'm tired of that fighting people that you feel that you can beat. I'm tired of that Canelo shit. You know, I'm getting good and tired of that goddamn Jamal Charlo shit with David Benavidez. I'm getting tired of it, man. So I kind of want Alexander Usyk to win, man, because I feel like if Anthony Joshua wins, it's gonna be the same song, and then he's with Eddie Hearn, so that makes it even more difficult and complicated. So I kind of want Alexander Usyk to win. Not saying that Alexander Usyk will be out here trying to, you know, put his title up against everybody and fight everybody. I ain't saying that neither, but I'd rather take my chances with him than with Anthony Joshua. You know, so I'm rooting for Alexander Usyk from that standpoint, and from the fact that Anthony Joshua got to make a believer out of me. You know, he got to get in there and put in a proper game plan. And if one thing I've learned about Anthony Joshua, even when he got back up after getting knocked out by Vladimir Klitschko and knocked Vladimir Klitschko out with the hook, he showed adversity. Even fighting Andy Ruiz in the second fight, you know, when he hopped on his bike the whole fight and used his jab. But he's not going to be able to do that against Alexander Usyk. Against Alexander Usyk, Joshua is, and he knocked Alexander Usyk out in the first fight. He knocked him down, not out, but he knocked him down in the first fight. So he showed that he has the ability. You know, that's why I say it is not quite like George Kambosos, because Devin Haney did what he want, whenever he want, you know, what he want, whenever he wanted, you know, however he wanted with George Kambosos. But Joshua did have some success against Alexander Usyk. But it's not gonna be easy fight. And now you've given Alexander Usyk time, you know, after he fought you, to really he know you now. You know, now he's had a long extensive camp to prepare for you, and he got his foot wet when it regards to, you know, getting his body ready for that heavyweight division. So he already kind of got you down pat as far as your rhythm and your style. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a real tough fight for Anthony Joshua, man. You know, I don't know. Eddie Hearn gonna have to pull some of his tricks out of the bag, man. They gonna have to do something, because I don't see how Joshua could win this fight outside of, you know, making an ugly fight. And even while making it an ugly fight, you gotta fight ugly. See, that's the difference. When Tyson Fury makes shit ugly, an ugly fight, he fight ugly while making it an ugly fight. While he grabbing you, he'll hit you with blows to the back of the head. While he's grabbing you, he'll try to toss you around, put you in a headlock. See, Joshua don't have that type of grit in him. Joshua ain't, you know, he's not that type of Brit. Joshua, you know, he'll quit. He'll quit. You know, he'll propose. You feel me? But I feel like Joshua's in desperation mode right now, and he's working with different trainers and shit like that. And that's another reason why I feel like he gonna probably lose again. You know, you got to get you a trainer, and you got to stick with a trainer. If you're gonna switch from your old trainer to a new trainer, you know, go a whole training camp with that one trainer. All that bouncing from trainer to trainer and all that shit. You know, who knows? We only know on August the 20th. You know, but it's a good sign that they're in a place where he's comfortable. But it's a bad sign that he's given Alexander Usyk all this time to not only get his footing in this heavyweight division, but you know to catch his rhythm and understand he's already been in there. This is not like Andy Ruiz. Alexander Usyk is not going to show up out of shape and unprepared. You know, he's not letting those belts get to him. If anything, it's motivating him more to prove that he's that dude so he can go ahead and potentially get that Tyson Fury fight. And that news about Tyson Fury is retired and all that's a bunch of bullshit. All that shit is a bunch of bullshit. Yes, he's been blocked from being able, check out my video I did earlier, it's from being able to come across the states. But he'll be allowed eventually to come across the states. And the plan all along, he didn't put in all that work cheating against Deontay Wilder to retire just like that. Nah, you did all of that so that you can eventually get the winner between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua. That's what he wants. And that's what he'll get. Question is, which one of them will it be? But I just told y'all what I feel. I told y'all what I feel. I feel like Anthony Joshua needs to make this a dirty, rugged fight, get his shots off, take advantage when the opportunity presents itself, not prevents itself. Because if the opportunity prevents itself, then you can't take no shots. But if the opportunity presents itself, take it, you know, make it count. Make it worth it. You know, but outside of that, I don't see it. I don't see it. And I know Alexander Usyk, he's going to get his shots off, you know, because he's much more athletic. Anthony Joshua is too stiff. He's too robotic. You know, I call him Dr. Robotic. But it's your boy Double R, man. Deuces.